Your boy a Clásico new year. This picture and a trendy here. A picture of Dani Carvajal. Upon Real Madrid captain's armband. Very, very significant. Now, our catcher, Lamine Yamal say, Okasadodo. And Kasmobo and Umposo Buoma senior man, now on Castle. You see him also opening his mouth to talk back to the senior man. Rich, Senkesi, hey, I will not have a problem. But Enra, Spanish papers are carrying out a story, say, there is a triple unfollow earthquake. Oh, social media. As somebody say, Lamine Yamal, Pedro Gonzalez, and Abanti and Gerard Martin, and you know, I could unfollow Dani Carvajal or IG.
Wow.
And that is serious.
It's getting out of hand.
Yes. That is serious. Me assure say previously, say enquiry muko Spanish national team camper. Rich, say enye prior to Dani Carvajal no muko tunwo national team camper. He is one of the most experienced, one of the most respectable person in the dressing room. Yeah. And Otu for Abetie, Obi Awadi Champions League 6. We bought for Real Madrid for years. We bought for the Spanish national team for years. It's respect no honor. But Rich, the moment I'm crying, start to say, we don't care anymore. You better follow social media. Let the media report it. We don't care. Rich, me I am share is what I said in Rano. So what hear me story in here? Rich, say if Bibi say AC in the era of Puyol, Casillas, Xavi, and you coach in Peduma, these are like level-headed, matured guys who could deal with the issue, and they dealt with it.
But how many young?
But see, I don't just Spanish national team anymore. Even the team that won the Euros, Rich. Penny Bay in the room, Penny Bay. You look around the team, and Oyazabe no man you team. Oyazabe so more Real Sociedad. And Tokoya, I'm not on for the noon team. What do you know? They've not shown any leadership qualities, baby. And how do you expect the likes of what the money? When problem, Lemon will 8 me. And what's your team? Rich, I realize the coach is ready the bomb.
I think the heavy and your bad.
The Football Federation and
sure, almost step in. Because baby, I can't go in. It's serious.
Probably.
And may sure be to say a Rafinha and Vinícius Júnior.
Brazil. Oh, we say. Me sure somebody will travel as far as this one.
Samu.
Because after it, there have not been any yenteshe. Sabako follow the uncle and say, no. Vinícius right now is even dealing with Oni Alonso issue. Me sure say omodi ene ebeko. But when the central maker say, Senka after this picture, and I can be actually one park so minimum how member ye agro. That would have been fine. But for Bema to go calm down after the game, you know, and carefully take his phone and unfollow you there, then it means I'm going to talk. And I am beginning to get worried for the Spanish national team ahead of the World Cup. Say, Oman say yeah, they are not say about how in the past, but in Penyumphobia more team, taking responsibility and how mono. This time around, you scan around the national team and you don't see those kind of maturity. I'm dealing with that issue way. What's that mean because of Barcelona and Tino? Uko international footballer. Apart from saying me Ghana, you know, I support the Spanish national team.
Okay.
And I remember after South Africa 2010. Spain, my first World Cup. No, put together a documentary for the team. Our key players were talking about journey and how omu esi building a team na first year from underachievers no, now they became achievers, won Euros and won the World Cup finally. Now Rich, so where's our documentary now? There are parts obi to say Ike Casillas, Xavi, Puyol, these players. Kasa about the way a sad time no na Clásico any emu tension and ka creative problems in the Spanish national team. Yes. Na I say club football no mu tension in tokwa no.
Didi akona.
Nti ama uba national team na unhu play of Madrid and also free Barcelona omushia.
Who's your enemy?
Na I say wa only ni said anya fine. Now according to Ike Casillas, who was the captain of the team, I say they saw say no idea way ya penny and come once more. It will affect us. So one of the national team meetings, then he called the senior players no more team no, both from Real Madrid and Barcelona. So Ono Casillas, Sergio Ramos, Xavi, Puyol, to have a meeting and say, look, club football and any rivalry is club football. But see about national team, say young keleke as leaders. Na ya nyen na mfufuo ni sa no mana. Look, it will affect your chemistry on the pitch. Because with Soros our team now, it had Puyol, it had Sergio Ramos, had Piqué in omu back line, had Casillas da pomu. Then who confused you were? There was Xabi Alonso. There was Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, David Villa. So it was almost a combination of Barcelona, then Real Madrid, Kakra, to form that team. Which Casillas said that meeting was very, very fruitful. And they were able to push a Clásico tension outside the way of the national team, and they won the World Cup. Now we are in 2025. Next year, you have another World Cup. And Rich, so watch a lot of the bookers. Almost predictions are almost based on form, team chemistry, consistency in BBR. There is no way you will do your top 3 countries a better Magic World Cup now on for Spain and count. Into once again, Spain have got another World Cup as the European champions, and they are tipped by bookers say they have a very, very good team to win the World Cup. But Rich, so one ya Nancy Tokoya ACC war a Clásico may come back to affect them. Now Rich, me say no I didn't come about Vinícius Júnior and any issues at Real Madrid. Now before I make a no, let me tackle Gabi or any stories no. Look, and no man no can say and a Real Madrid players no training no or would you say a BB and a matches no more bono. Look, sir, almost show Machi and Carlo Ancelotti. No more the Ancelotti man management. Xabi Alonso Mpoa. They should also look back under Carlo Ancelotti in the last days. Any results they were getting in game against Barcelona and the way they were playing.
And then two, I mean, any time you know,
Rich,
2 personalities.
Mini Spain. But from Ghana, if you watch Real Madrid now, you could clearly see say the work ethics are not lucky, but they were too comfortable with Carlo Ancelotti, and today on push you find your man. Oh, buy Xabi Alonso buy here. All catch you to push them. Say, some goes on the boss them more Ancelotti time. So comfortable, money attitude to press to come back defend
several times those days. Where Madrid front three now, Rodrigo on target.
Mbappe on target. Vini on target.
Obiara balance. Mo monye bo anem.
Na mo mra ne mo.
And you know money balance.
Exactly.
It's over Real Madrid. Obiara so ko.
One time no. Rafinha mu dream come with the ball. Lamine Yamal, the team you answer for come coming inverted to balance the team. Any sound no. Look. Move 4 games against Barcelona, even 5.
You know, Michelle.
They beat you in all of them. Xabi Alonso Bayern. So you extra work na mumpe as players. Even the results telling you say you are on the right path. Results must tell you so. Hey, we are not used to this aggression training. We are not used to this tactics where any kwasi a jene won say ball na ye bono ye kuta ball ni kwa ni ye bobi ye ni ball no so say bobi. This is a normal principles in Kitia. Xabi Alonso edi say mu rich umpo once what he is doing is giving you results, then you have to change your mindset and follow it and stop the complaints. Now look, say obi o share o in share TV biano. If you have a glimpse of your tactical board now, Rich, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games at Real Madrid about so far this season. And Abranti friend Vinícius Júnior, the involvement sa games in him. Rich, in our first game, you need film 78 minutes. In the second game, they one started. Into Obemu in the 68 minutes. Ye uni film 72nd. Ye uni film 68 minutes. Against Marseille, Obemu in the 63rd minutes. Ye uni film in the 77th minute. The only games are about 90 minutes. Against Levante, Atletico Madrid, and a team of friend Villarreal. It is either you fumu around the 70th minute and answer on over game in the second half. And when I can say, so we no we are. We play be say Vinícius just barely last 2 seasons. Uji the FIFA best player. Now Uji say Real Madrid, you were the face of it. Now all of a sudden, what Dani player? Unyo untouchable like team you know. You pioneered rubber. It come out to bench na ye the one game nim ubo game na and why you say we dey do 70th minute you bring we film Rich Sadia na ya. But you see, and one can say he is part of the Real Madrid captains. And unim say Rich, and no we were saying say Vinícius Júnior efum no ade bakwa wanya there was to go straight to the tunnel. Yeah. And we said the good thing was he came back. But Rich, do you know, Dario AS say, I never Vinícius spend on the bar back. Xabi Alonso sent one of the staff members, no. So, Munko Kanche Vinícius say, so I'm Baba Kama Matana Benchua, and the Real Madrid and the So, I am one of the coaching staff instructed by Xabi Alonso, and I confirm Vinícius by. Yes! That is what Dario is reporting. Now, Enra, our RMC Sports, our France, Christopher Dugari, so guys are guy. Or say, oh no, but Real Madrid need that. And he worked under Florentino Perez as a president then. The Vinícius here, one here Florentino Perez beton.
Who say, oh yes, I know, come on, go papa no. And papa na a bit diplomatic because who say camera damn so but himself so who had him no happy.
You see Rich
say a boy Clásico where you were film one chow coach free wow
you are creating a scene. Now Rich,
the
bottom line will be this. See about season necessarily Alonso ayadia. Now Florentino Perez actually say or the team no abba on the right track and he needed any support say Obama ni mo do. Now when you GDS say me face players na Meaning say I am facing the players with the backing of the president. Rich, then they will throw it to him, say, do you want the guy to be in the team or you want him out? And Xabi Alonso raised also Benya. And the women win this battle. Rich, so be say coach Biba. Not on the revolution bar. The first thing you must do for him is to show to players no more and say, hey, coach we get tiny cheap. They are all you know, yea, on the aka yet and you're back, you know. And you have to start respecting him, or you can't be in this team because he is the leader of the team now. Rich, they hear me, yeah. And they say, the Vinícius Júnior, he has not offered any apology, not publicly, not to the teammates. And I decided to go to Vinícius, the official X handle. Say can be bitona. Not on the apology and answer public oh no, post or come on. Rich, you go there. The last time Vinícius posting BB was on the 30th of June. No apology from him. Not to the public Real Madrid supporters and not to the teammates. Because Enkwaya and there will be reports suggesting say why yes no. Richard Bon Clásico ndaben Sunday. And then Wednesday for God's sake. 3 days. Onya numbia and I think say oh me okay. Legal require report say since omubo air Clásico ni wie no. Vinícius and the coach no mon kasada. And omuko train no mani hia. And it's a normal answer. Then it means that their relationship will be broken forever. And I say Abako Ebeko. That is what Legaro is reporting. And see, Rich, this power play, not him say it will be between Vinícius and Mbappe. But yes, Tokono Enya is testing that you anticipated that, and it is now between Ono and the coach Xabi Alonso, which we think say the coming days very
maybe mini Vinícius are dreaming with but maybe also dreams at a point nam the face of Real Madrid. Then Mbappe came. Oh yeah, dear, but so this season BBA just as a Madrid for me projecting Mbappe ahead of me.
Of course, even from last
game grand game am feel some Clásico na we are sitting there where them GDS can born 19 minutes.
Of course.
But as a person kwa the face of the team, you know. You win film now say cameras in na come back so. Maybe I don't have brand any transia. As you know, you
see, I have already established that say last 2 seasons here, he won the FIFA best. And he was the face of the Real Madrid team. And yeah, dear a dead deep perfect, but we all knew say Mbappe he was going to share a certain shine with Vinícius. Now, yes, now in the 2 seasons, which last season Mbappe was Real Madrid best player, undoubtedly. This season too same, and Mbappe obum game bia. Even though Xabi Alonso buy or say me perplex on better come away no, but in all the way Mbappe is playing. But me there, me bem, and I hear film, me bem ni hear film, me bem ni hear film. 3 games spend about 90 minutes. Now in the biggest game, I just say beginner park so me sound. I am playing one of my best games this season. Now see me film there. What you are trying to tell me is say you know me I start to say, boy no, me nya untouchable Real Madrid team no be, and that's I can't play 90 minutes. And see. Metiasie, Rich, psychologically, Vinícius thinks that he's losing it. Team from Real Madrid. But you see, Rich, ultimately for a billion could be for when you overreact.
Sure.
And that is what we are discussing. Say, and can you fool? Uya Kasagasa put a question about you. Uya in the dressing room as one of the captains, beg your teammates say they are a creative scene and for good image and to poor match. Go to the coach. Catch us on a meeting. Okay. But the only year and one it. Something like that, like Anamu Betuno, and a man who say, oh, I've been here now, you know, but Rich, I think say Vinícius adding a reaction. Eddie a bim die air before with the way a normal air con. Mami we kakra bi na maintenance. Rich, there's a lot happening in Italian football. And that is why I will finish in the next 3 minutes. First of all, Rich, I think say if any African player be a funny form pa na enka or phone a frame say league ben unko man can go Italian league now. Born or born. If I watch the general style of play of the Italian league, Rich, is African football for the bar. The boots, this I said you have so fast pace of the game, and you're very, very fast. And I am painful room. And see the way I Africa, you're building slowly, you did aggressive kakano. I think say it's good. And I'll give you an example of it. This is the fixtures for this week. Now, Enra, 2 of these games were played. Lecce against Napoli and Atlanta or Bergamo ebo AC Milan. Rich, you both game in here. In game na course between Lecce and Napoli no. Now Lecce for asai penalty. Ama Zambo Inguisa. I said the only goal for Napoli. And see after Napoli I share Inter Milan no. Next away game, almost a question 1 away. Rich, your ball game in here. Now your Cameroonian brother, Zambo Inguisa, as the man of the match. And he played very, very well. But Rich, sir, why we are offering Zambo Inguisa? Because so when you because on your young on energy giddy. And it is true. But in the Italian Serie A, Rich Oba, he is very, very comfortable. And they are so Tony Napoli and neighbor, let's say West Ham, and now Tottenham. Rich, I don't believe so much me about because of the pace of the Premier League. But in the Italian Serie A, you watch him and you watch a very, very good player. Now the second game, El Bergamo, Inter, AC Milan. Sorry, I could say early first goal by Ricky. Then who else? Ademola Lookman, Etika. Eddie Matima, your friend, Atlanta. Rich, your ball game was here. Na, the African footballer of the year, Ademola Lookman, as the man of the match. The only thing they say, or shame go. Say, what happened in the transfer window? Now, I'm supposed to play Atlanta. One corner. I'm a supporters. Ne jano. And you know, share and supporters. No, we're mentioning his name. Or maybe they told you, but he doesn't know how to warm up to them game. But Rich. To watch one night, 2 Serie A games for 2 African brothers to win the MVP of those 2 separate games, made me feel proud about the Italian game. Now, and then there are some few games, Bosso. But Rich, Juventus ebo Udini. I believe, sir, with a change of coach, Juventus a very, very poor run. And on the Pamu will go to Dono. But against Udini, Rich, they will not lose. And they are now to Ray, Rich, 8 games on Winnie in a trot. 8 on Shebi.
And the new manager bounce in the Bayajuma Juve. Okay.
Because 8 games on Shay, on Winnie. 8 games, so a move for on Shay go cry. And Rich, and your resource on Kwa. Almost always Asia TV. Your friend Damian Komoli, on the general manager for Juve. Rich, and Canaya Wednesday. Jojo Cellini, Echo Arab, and Koban Canaya Wednesday, and Komoko Sia Ekin, the CEO of Juve. No more could you come. But after last your game, no, and almost a massa. We can't wait. I was say Pamo will go to door. Now, Rich, almost say any resource in the last 3 games, we losing 2-0 against Como, 1-0 against Real Madrid in the Champions League, and we lose 1-0 against Lazio. And some results winner, and after that, Damian Kamol Akakache go to the say Masia Pamo. But Rich, almost say beyond the results. Or run a buy, you know. Team no identity be a. I say omo confusion tactics. Ubi fan so so post match. Na wakoto to ayam pia referee. Na referee for any moye. O ye referee for no so no dey aba calendar. And I'm about Champions League Tuesday. No makokobo Serie A games in tata so do. Africa dey choma work and say Rich. After osade ne nibre akoso the players so. Going to post match and citing the players and say omo no mbo mo homode, and the last one was Cambia so no masa jai team no to na yenko enti omo pomo go to do no. The list by first one was Abrantia and Uriah Feno Luciano Spalletti. Then this man called Rafael Palladino, the coach for Fiorentina, and the simple reason why Mr. Palladino was on the list and they say na ono bo ba yafo and after so no the sporting director of Juventus Marco Ottolini and ni ye adwuma o Monza Satamna na offer as a coach no man opportunity enti unko nim no say nkomo nkofa Rafael Mra Barich. Their third wild card was Roberto Mancini, but pay information at Urban say verbally they've agreed to bring Luciano Spalletti 2 years to Tima Yefeno Juventus, which I think say ne. And then you make game, no, they will not lose the Allianz Stadium against Udine. Como Ebebo Hellas Verona again, a double chance for Como. Inter go home after losing to Napoli. No, Omanya Konya go home against Fiorentina. Very very difficult game, but I also think say Inter loses that game. No, then Sane Oka and a Carabao Cup games. No, and so yeah, very very nice combination. What's it? Umpa one is Chelsea and
Wolves in Shawmo.
Na which na Carabao Cup be sanya cup bia ufiri ma yeden
are revidom de yamiana any Grisby do
we kind of us film team no say one any gwase
no na nya cup bia
but any gwase
it is a Grisby a share na mo sre dia
Grisby wow we the one who can
and yeah and
exactly that is it
a 4th-tier team Manchester United
Premier League team you free Carabao Cup man say na
you Wolves it way when they Chelsea they moon nyam so come on here china yam na show you so no ma sama Wolves asham show ni bad Wolves omo nyaade nzo mo go Premier League but this season obia Wolves be nzo mo nyaade
maybe omo nyaade dia say no they will put their concentration on the Carabao Cup. Chelsea doesn't care
me da say yes Wolves are Chelsea and one na me pe
Rich
3 match na ne ba
3 bet goals mesewa monje na move to bet no na ye peske bi ningu ye bottom. First one no and make sure a tactical board no so no uti already I don't worry I will mention it. First one no a BW1CC FBE2C BW1CC FBE2C. Second one no a BW1CD 00C00. Nice one. And the last one no a BW1CD 09DD9. Into BW1CD 09DD9, BW1CD 00C00, BW1CC FBE2C. 3 betway codes. So one captain waha. Oko me X handle ha. Unsa ebetimi aka oko Facebook besibako usubempa hyphen ayala anasa ayala sports so a ma post the kama ewo ho yemo share good luck na yemfa menim kom rich na Black Queens no omanye training imponie ana ke ye training bia
na me catch ai guy be say Egypt for yi
omunya de
e ma 2 days omanye training omasa be some 4